It is my pleasure to introduce the most important freestyle trick you need to know right now. You needed to know it yesterday, and it is called the
swing to fakie.
Bang. Not only is it fun and useful, it will just change the way you think about your skateboard. You think your wheels are rolling the same direction all the time? You're in for, it's gonna be a big day for you.
And it's a powerful ingredient to add to any flow routine, to spice it up to another level. It's the difference between walking and moonwalking.
Like and subscribe right now, and let's start swinging.
Woo! You ready for this, guys? The swing to fakie. Look at this thing. Oh, it feels amazing. Once you get it, you can just keep doing it. You go back, all of a sudden you got Fakie Spacewalks. All of a sudden, you got Fakie Walk the Dogs. All of a sudden, you're a flow master, dude. Look at this one. Much harder than it looks. And it's all in this. At the right time. And the right time is 90 degrees. I don't know what else to say, Mitchie.
Okay, so why is it so, what makes it so useful? Yes, it's fun, yes, it's cool, all these things, but what is the piece that makes it the most important and the most useful skill to have?
What it does is it allows you to go from forwards rolling to backwards rolling without the street skater scoot.
That is the only one I've ever known how to do, where it power slides around.
Yeah, that is a trick, but that is not a swing to fakie. The swing to fakie just smoothly rolls into it. And I just can't overexpress how excited it makes me and how good it feels to accomplish.
And you do this going both directions?
Yes, I can do it a little bit on my nose. Ah! But it is tricky.
What about front side?
Oh yeah, front side's there. Front side is fully there. You've been practicing.
All right, let's get into it. If I'm new to swing to fakies, what am I starting with? How do I go from manual and avoid doing that nonsense?
So the main thing for a beginner, the steps look like this. You go to 90 degrees, tail stop.
Yes.
And then this is the tricky part. You gotta jump backwards to fakie.
Okay, so once you get to 90, you weight your heel side.
Yes.
And you essentially pull your back foot backwards to finish it. Instead of the more classic thing that you've probably seen on this channel where you're pushing your front foot forward, instead of that, you're gonna load that heel of your back foot and pull your back foot backwards underneath you. Use a little bit of this residual momentum to carry some speed out of it.
Absolutely. Normally you can just fire so much power forwards, and fighting all that power to come backwards is the art. Oh, this crack got me. Come on.
The most likely thing that's gonna happen is you turn around and you just end up going the other way.
Totally.
So what we're doing when you see this frontside turn to that pre-turn into it, and you see a little bit of that toe pressure to start it, and then it switches to heel. All of those little motions back and forth are just trying to get the energy to lock up in the right spot so you can keep going the same direction. If I just go around the corner, I'm gonna turn around. So we have to do this little snake action just to try to pull it fakie.
And there is a faint moment of stationary in the middle of this trick, which means you can't be going too fast because you gotta be turning into stationary and then continuing it fakie. So if you're going way too fast, it might still work, but it's generally a slow trick, a trick that you wanna tic-tac slow into. Definitely you don't wanna push into this trick. It also helps if I face the camera straight on. If I'm going on a backside swing to fakie, it helps to throw it a little front side at the beginning, even as your shoulders go backside.
Keep in mind that both your wheels are rolling forward. Then you turn 90 and one of these wheels is gonna start rolling backwards and then the other one will follow. So when you think about the pause in the middle or that moment of stop, it can be like, if you've ever seen a slow motion video, of someone playing pool and putting backspin on the cue ball, it hits and the ball is just stopped for a second and then it starts rolling. So it takes a little bit of patience through that pause. Don't think about it like you're just trying to keep your momentum. Let yourself lock out for a second and then feel the balance on your back truck land in the right spot, so then the board, it feels like it wants to start again naturally.
So I can do a backside turn with all my weight on the toes. Now I'm gonna try a backside turn with all my weight on the heels.
That's a really nice visual. That's a super nice visual. Yeah, that holds you in place, just having your weight on your heel.
Yeah, it really guides the board.
Yeah,
it's such a trip.
Then once you learn how to go from toe to heel, then you can stay balanced through the rotation.
Right.
If you're too much on one, it gets a little awkward either way.
So it's toe, 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 90, heel, 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 out. And that's what acquires that.
Okay, so obviously you're gonna have to rotate your board around 180, and then once you get better at it, you're gonna have to rotate it back. One of the easiest ways to do that is by dropping your front foot down into the center of the board, maybe on the circle on the grip tape if you picked up Andy's grip. That will speed up the rotation of the board a lot, and the faster you rotate, the easier it will be to carry your momentum. If your feet are wide, it's just gonna be a bigger arc and it's gonna be a little bit harder to get the nose to come around.
But yeah, the difference between this trick and a regular pivot is the same difference between walking and doing the moonwalk. It looks the same, but there's fully different physics going on. Man, is it exciting to play with. Like, it's just so fun. It feels so good.
Okay, I'm gonna try that trick. I want you to help me out with it.
Okay, Fakie Spacewalk. I learned this from Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You got this.
Probably need a lot of help with it. So it didn't rotate back. I got stuck 180.
So it's good to start fakie with this one.
Okay.
Or wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, starting fakie. And you go front side into the tail scrape, and you work on your rotation back to fakie.
Oh.
So this is the tail position, wheel position. Tail position, wheel position. And you'll even see people touch their wheels in contests, but as long as the flow is maintained, that's what's most important here. Hey, Mitchie. Your complaint about beginners putting their feet fully in the middle of the board,
Yes.
this is what you need for this trick.
Oh, I'm like this?
Yeah. So even further up, so you can fully play like that.
So you get access to both sides. Generally, when you're jumping, that's when I don't like the toes off, because we want to jump off the balls of our feet.
Right.
Right, so then you end up in this position.
Yeah, you don't want to jump off there.
Yeah, but now we want full middle so we feel the roll on both heel and toe side.
So once you're here, go to this tail.
Okay.
With speed, you try to launch off it on your heel. So it's a big sweeping turn backwards.
Oh, that's where the speed is.
Yes. That's where all the speed comes from, is from that pump. From here.
Okay, let me just try to pick up a little bit of speed. All right, will you help me get some speed out of that?
Yeah. Let me see you do it again. Okay, the speed, so you can't get any speed pushing from here. The speed comes from when your wheels are 90.
Yes.
So you're leaning back and you're falling back, and then at 90 you push. Yes.
Was that early still?
Yeah, just feel around, feel around. You tell me. There you go.
That was all right.
Yeah.
I got moving a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes. So you see when he got into that, he's on his tail and his right hand is out here, which allows you to wind up for that twist out. So the head stays.
Part of what makes the pacing so interesting, and it seems like it's really watchable, is this push doesn't happen in the spot that you would be able to predict. That push off of the ground to gain speed happens well after this board comes around. And then a really cool part is the push is actually connected to bringing it back.
Absolutely.
So there's really no dead space in between. The reason I wasn't able to do it at first, I was pushing from here and then trying to stop my momentum. But in reality, it's a little bit different. It's actually like I have to wait till I get sideways, then I push straight back, and as I do that, I go.
You know, that's wise. To start sideways, we get the full push.
Yep. So it's not nearly as much twisting as I was doing on the first attempt.
So try to get this, Mitchie. Starting here, back to fakie roll.
Yep.
Oh, you're so close. Yes.
As you get more speed back, that board naturally starts to take a wider, snakier route, which is a little bit unnatural for me, being more of like a classic kind of skater. I want my wheels to take a very straight route, but the freestyle-y stuff says, no, you have to go wide.
Yes.
And let it really swing.
Yeah, you come past the straight.
That's not for style, that's not for fun, even though it's stylish and fun. That's actually because of utility. You need it for the energy to keep going that way.
Oh man, this is such a hard trick to understand. It's one of those ones that I can do better than I know how. And I love talking about this because I learn more about it every time. Even though I came here to teach you this trick, you're teaching me all about it. Another thing that's cool to take note is my front leg stays locked in this direction. So in reference to the camera, when I'm back, my leg is still there. When I'm forward, my leg is still there.
So without moving and like having all that complicated stuff going on, that front foot, practicing the front foot motion is pretty straightforward. You just keep it on the center of the board and let the grip tape rotate around the ball of your foot.
Absolutely.
This gives us a great opportunity actually to talk about one of my favorite drills that I've wanted to share with you over the week. We just haven't had the time, where we call them wheel hovers.
Let's do it.
Where you start in a tail stop position. And this is to teach beginners the tension that you actually feel on your front foot while your nose is still in the air a lot of times, manuals and sometimes ollies if you have a really good feel. And we just push the front trucks down very close to the ground without actually letting them touch, and then stand back on the tail. You stand up and stretch and then back down. Most people think that manuals are purely a lifting motion. And once they realize that you can actually push on the board to get those wheels close to the ground, then you're really talking. And that's how a lot of times we power up ollies out of a manual, is we'll actually push on the board. So we can do, one of my favorite things is the wheel hover ollie, to show that you need that push to then have a pull.
Okay.
I feel like this is really a useful skill to have, because as this board swings forward, you have to really push that front foot out to get those wheels down. Then you can almost fall out of it to then do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just noticing now, when I'm in the fakie manual, my front leg is almost fully extended.
Because think about it like this. If you're in a fakie manual and you're falling backwards, which you have to do to get this thing moving that way, to keep your nose low enough, you're gonna have to stretch your front leg out away from you just to keep your wheels down.
Absolutely. And again, touching the wheels in the fakie position, not a big deal. Like the fakie, the wheels are down. Regular, I guess it's backwards because I'm facing over here, tail down.
But either way, your tail is touching very lightly and your front wheels are touching very lightly. So even though your front wheels are on the ground, it is from that stretch of the front leg. It's not a stomp.
Yeah, that's
so
what you're saying.
There's still this wheel hover tension that you need to be able to feel, that just because you're extending and pushing doesn't mean you're waiting.
Yeah, I'm not here. My hips are fully back here, if anywhere behind my board, in the scary zone.
It's what?
In the scary zone. My hips are back here.
It is funny to see it and to feel it, but only be able to tap into it like 1 out of 20, 1 out of 30 swings.
Dude, it's a trip. Maybe starting lower in the initial to get you that speed.
Takes very good balance and very good timing around this initial corner. And I think that push happens a lot later than you think. It's not like, oh, I better hit it right at 90 or else I'm done. It's like, no, just wait till you pass 90. Then you're not gonna be late on like pushing off of the ground. So like, seriously, you can go like way later than you think. This nose is gonna come around And then you can be like, okay, push, and then let it swing.
And when you let it swing, get that pressure on the heel, and that'll get you going fakie.
Oh, that is so cool.
There you go.
That heel pressure. When you're in freestyle competitions, what percentage of the field is able to tap into this flow kind of skating? Is this more common, less common than the tech, you know, rail stands, truck stand, this kind of thing?
I would say my specialty is definitely in the flow area, and I feel like most people specialize in the tech.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Rail stand to pogo, and then working on their flow in between is something that a lot of people struggle with.
Yep.
But me being from Canada, looking up to Kevin Harris, the flow master, the Iceman, he's the one, dude. Watching his runs at 1986 Oceanside, Kevin Harris, that run was everything for me growing up. And then boom, put it down into, oh,
what?
So once you got it, you got it.
I want to see just a flow, just let it flow. You don't even have to put too many swings in there. It doesn't even have to be the top trick in there, but let's see flow with like a little bit of swing as the glue. How would you use it?
Okay, here's an example of a flow demo. So you could be coming over here, I gotta turn around. And then I can come back with the same trick that sent me backwards. That's a fun one. When you got the fakie spacewalks and you slow it down. I said spacewalks, fakie walk the dogs, into regular walk the dogs, boom, there you're back. Or you got the walks, stationary walks, into regular walks, into G walks, into a G turn.
All right, and it really seems like it just opens up your skating a ton. How might this help with something like just straight up spins that you might not expect that, actually swings are a major key to that?
Yeah, the spin happens in between the swing and the no swing.
This moment where your wheels are starting to roll backwards. We have one wheel rolling backwards and one wheel rolling forward. That's actually what the spins are.
Right.
So you need to find that spot. What a swing is like microdosing those 1, 2, 3, 4 when you want to do like 10 pirouettes.
Right, absolutely. And then you get it front side, man, you get,
and let's see some spins. So that moment where right here where you're at that 90 and you got to put pressure on the heel and you got my left wheel rolling backwards and my front wheel rolling forward. Sorry, my left wheel rolling backwards and my right wheel rolling forward. You're gonna use that a lot in your spins to make the adjustments, because if you're just on your toe, you're gonna be taking like a really wide arc. And if you're just on your heel, you might not be able to save it or keep your balance. So you're always gonna be going back and forth between your toe and heel so you can keep this spin alive in one spot. The swing
Nice job, dude.
is like a great way to just feel what it's like for those wheels to start working in different directions. If you've never felt it before, it's way better to do it on just a 180 than like trying to just spin and spin and spin.
Dude.
Killer.
That's
Boom.
it.
Boom. Absolutely killer.
Explore. Explore.
Thank you for teaching me swing to fakies and everyone at home. I'm so like watching you do the flow runs. It looks so fun and easy when you do it that it looks like I can just hop on and start just like dancing on a skateboard. It's not like that. Like I'm gonna definitely need to put in some work to find all these nice rhythms, and I'm excited to challenge myself mostly on foot position habits because I've built them, I've ingrained them, they are the way that they are, and I've always been on the record saying that, oh, muscle memory is a decision, or all these things that you can break it if you're really keen. And I'm excited to go through that with freestyle. It's been a while for me to have a real like good reason to make big changes with board or my setup or anything like that, and I think we found a good reason.
Dude.
So thank you.
You're the best, dude.
You rock.
Thanks for letting me shine.
Yeah, and I think you guys at home are really gonna benefit a lot from just learning how your board works in ways that there's a lot of great education on this channel, but I mean, seriously, looking for freestyle tips, I don't know of a better person to talk to in the entire world than Andy Anderson, and it's been such a pleasure to have multiple days making videos, getting the important stuff out there.
And if you want more information, more than I can provide, check out Mike Osterman at Waltz. He's got some insane tutorials. But yeah, I feel like I have to say that. Mike just does such a good job representing the freestyle community, hosting freestyle events like the US Open that happened last weekend.
Sweet.
And he's one of the few sturdy anchors that us freestylers have in the industry. So
awesome. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and then click one of these two videos that are up above us.